gentlemen, probably mostly gentlemen, and in today's episode of, not episode, what am I saying? No, I mean video, I'm going to show you some creations I made in Scrum Mechanic. One of my hobbies, I guess you could call it, is making multi-crewed vehicles, so I've got some to show you today. We got the APC of green, the patrol boat, and the gun barge. So first let's start out with the APC of green, because this one's the most simplest. There are 5 seats, but 2 of them actually do things. So we got the driver and commander seat. Then we got, I'll do this, show over this section first. And in this part, we got the, it's an APC, so this is where the, like in an APC, you have a part where soldiers can, just kind of go in and, be taking the battle, like a truck kind of. And this is that spot. So you got 3 seats. They do launch you out, unfortunately, but they conceal you. So yeah, sit down, do your thing. And they've also got extra supplies in here: some gas, a radio, water, a battery, well, some batteries, and extra ammo. So that's that part done. Next, we've got the driver and commander. I'll do the driver because it has more buttons. So first, it has basic tank controls, which it's not the easiest thing to do in the world, but once you do it once, you've done it you can do it anytime. So it allows it just to do this basically, which is very cool. How you set it up is so the basic way to do it is you have 2 electric engines on each side. One electric engine is for the forward, and one's for the back, and you do that on both sides, and you can set up the buttons however you want. And then you got the commander seat, which he just has good visibility, and he's completely hidden in there. You can see from all around, and yep, all the places have radios. So that's the APC of green. It doesn't have an explosive in it, by the engine block, because, well, it can't defend itself. There's no guns on it, per se, minus, maybe the people, like the soldiers in the back portion. But anyways, let's move on to the next part. The rest of these builds do have explosives. So first, we got the patrol boat. It's a fast, nimble boat I made because I wanted to make a boat. So it uses WNS for the thrusters in a very unique way by using an electric engine right there with sensors, so to change the direction. And then also it's got searchlights, and then A and D is for turning with a suspension glitch. I'll probably make a whole Scrum Mechanic tutorial on how to do suspension glitches, like stabilization and turning. And it's got one more part, and that's the main gun. It uses A and D to turn, and WNS for up. And yeah, it unfortunately does have so much recoil that oh yeah, also sometimes the guns just kind of get stuck like that. I'm not too sure why, but I'm guessing it has something to do with weird cool kind of cooling. So yeah, it's not perfect, but I can get the job done. It also has some explosives right there. Next, we got probably one of my more favorite builds and more time-consuming builds recently, is the gun barge. It's a rather giant Ginomosaurus. It's rather large and has a lot of explosives for realism purposes. I have a similar creation. And also, all these creations are all vanilla and have no mods. I should have said that, but they will say in the description. And also, all my builds that do have mods, I will usually put them, but sometimes I do forget. So, there are 3 main portions, I guess, to say. You got the main deck, which is where we are. Then you have the the 2 storage areas, along with the electrical room as a sub-storage area. Then you also have and then also you'd have the sub-weapon, the searchlight, and the driver's portion. Let's go over the main gun, because that's the simplest part. So it uses A and D to turn, and you use WNS to do that, and hold on, I gotta turn this thing up. I'll go more in depth about this part, just gotta give it a bit more to spin. Okay, and shabingus. Bam. It's dead. Well, not exactly dead, but and here's how you reload it for people. Now, in the way that I imagine that it used, there would be 3 people, 1 on the gun, and then 2 who would help it reload. So But first, the person on the gun would lower it, then someone would grab some cardboard from over here, then did I not paint that? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. And then someone would grab cardboard, put it there, and then someone would grab an explosive from the main rack or the secondary rack, bring it over here, place it on, and the gunner could fire again. And then rinse and repeat. So that's how you reload it. You lower the gun, place the cardboard on, and then you don't have to grab an explosive, but for realistic purposes, you grab an explosive, and then fire again. Now, I do have to warn you, the explosives are a bit weird, because sometimes they won't explode, and sometimes it feels as if you're just throwing rocks instead of explosives, sometimes. So, put some detail in here. Pretty much every room has a radio somewhere. You just gotta look hard enough. And some rooms have these cool shack lights, which I think are really cool, like atmospheric lights. So let's go over the AA station next, which uses A and D for that, and then W and S for that. It's got some lights on it. So the idea behind this is that when it spots, like when it illuminates its target, you'd be able to shoot it a bit easier. Yeah, that's why. It's a bit hard to aim down, but maybe I shouldn't make it a little bit. Whatever. Okay, now we, yep, radio. And next we got the spotlight, which is the same controls as that turret, as the AA turret, but instead you get big lights, which can illuminate the sea, and also act as deck lights too, I guess. And then we got one of the more complicated parts. At first, it's probably looks a bit overwhelming, but it's not. So this is the bridge. There's not much in here, but it looks a bit confusing. So first, these timers are like the heading of the ship, like which way it's turning. Like this is not turning, and it's turning right, and that's turning left. The way I did that is there's a suspension glitch down there. It's not that cross, it's like behind the cross. Yeah, I can show you actually. So, okay, this is very much of a mess. I would not recommend touching any of it. But if you look here, right here, this is the suspension glitch. And by it are 3 sensors, which line up with the timers. Yeah. Okay, so I think you understand it. I'm just going to do this so I can get it up here easily. Cool. And we also got the gear system. Now this has a very similar system to the patrol boat, but it's a lot slower to shift into. So now we're going forward, right? Originally I was planning on using like arrows, because like there's these big arrows, but they were like way too big and I didn't have enough space. So then also, oh, okay, and now we're in the stop, and then we're in reverse. And yep, you can change back, and ta-da. Alright, that's how that works. And yeah, there's also there's like lore behind the ship, so let me explain it. So anyways, there's a big crew, right? But there's so much dedicated storage to explosives that there's barely any place for the cardboard and potatoes, which is why there's 2 bins of cardboard, this being the main one, and this being like the secondary one. And then there's potato storages, but even though this is the main storage, there's not enough. So there's kind of like a bunch of like just random piles of just potato crates everywhere. If you look close enough, like if you look closely, there's like just like piles of crates of just like potatoes lying around for some reason. You know, it just gives the ship character. And now we got the final bit, the abandoned ship alarm. So the way this works is that it has a NOR gate. I won't explain it. I mean, if you want to look into it more, just look. Basically, what happens, you flip the switch, engines spin, these lights turn off, these lights turn on, and alarm goes bang, get off the boat, because we're gonna die. Now, the sound only comes from here, because I wasn't too sure how to put it anywhere else, but it's loud enough, so you can hear it from the farthest edge of the ship to the other edge of the ship. And, yeah, I just jumped overboard. Anyways, there's also, one more thing that I kind of forgot about. And that's, the Survivor's Raft. You can read the description, but I'll give you a quick overview. This thing went kaboom boom, and some dude, and it was thought none of the crew survived, but hey, one of them did. And, this is what's left. And I forgot to hook up that to that, so yeah. It's got a, suspending glitch. Yeah. It's got some things. It's got some, like, generator stuff in there. Anyways, alright, so, I hope you enjoyed I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I'm going to blow that thing up now. So, goodbye.